Hello everyone, my name's Lindsay. I'm here to tell you about Sandy's song, and Sandy's song is something, sorry about the lighting, it's terrible and it's 3 a.m. But I'm here to tell you about Sandy's song. Sandy's song is something that I created for my Aunt Sandy after she passed away. She passed away June 20th, 1:58 p.m. 2014 this year, which was a little over a month ago. But these are the bracelets for Sandy's song. Her name was Sandra, or everybody called her Sandy. And I made these bracelets, and it's got Sandy's song on it, obviously, and it's got her song, which is Heart of Gold by Neil Young. And she really did have a heart of gold, so I live in Bremerton, Washington, so it doesn't go around the world, but it's just here in Bremerton. I'm going to be making lots of these and posting them all around town. Yeah, I'll probably make posters and have these connected to them, but these bracelets are Sandy's song, because just the person she was just a very unique person. She was diagnosed with cancer in I think 2004, 7 years before she died, and she lived 7 years colon cancer, which it was a real inspiration. And when she passed away, we felt like it was her time. She followed in death by her father and her brother, which was my Uncle Archie, who also passed away from cancer, which was liver cancer. So I'm going to be making something for him. His name was Archie, so I'm trying to think of that. Sandy's song was a lot easier, just because, I don't know, but the kind of person she was just a unique person. I was going through some of her things after she passed away, and walking into her house, it was really strange because I waited at least 3 weeks before I went into the house after she passed away, and when you walked in the house, sorry, I'm setting the bracelet down, but okay, so when you walked into the house, what is wrong with these? Sorry. So when you walked into the house, first thing you walked into the house, front door was in the kitchen, and you'd walk through the kitchen into the dining room, through the living room, and there's a doorway right, to me it's right here, to you it's probably the same, but right here there is a little doorway, and you would go right, and that would be her room. And she had cancer, she wasn't up and moving all the time, so she'd always be in her room sitting there watching TV Land, her Nintendo TV. Her favorite was her favorite was Green Gables, not Green Gables, what am I saying? But that was her favorite channel besides IDTV, and you'd walk in there and she'd be sitting on her bed watching TV, and the first time I walked in there, I walked straight into her room to say hello, and that, I'm here, hi. And it was a shocker when I walked into the house and went straight to her room. Her bedroom door was closed, and it was never closed. It was always wide open. It was shut, closed, and by instinct I walked in there to see if she's okay, and seeing, all of her stuff just kind of torn apart. It was really sad. But yeah, so my last video, which was the only video that really had meaning to me that I've made so far, which it was really important. It was a goodbye to her. But anyways, if you live in Bremerton and you see these, just remember that's Sandy's song, because she was important to me. Her and my grandma were sisters. They were really close. Nobody was there for her when she was diagnosed with cancer. So my grandma took care of her, and they became really, really, really close over those years. And when my mom was little, she would go to my Aunt Sandy's, and they lived across the street. Like, my Aunt Sandy lived across the street from this really, really good restaurant that I can't remember the name of. And my mom and her would always try to scrap up as much change as they could just to get something off that menu. But they would listen to Neil Young on her beloved turntables. So, once again, Sandy's song, Heart of Gold, Neil Young. Oh God, I'm weird. But anyways, so, sorry, this is balanced on like a whole bunch of towels and pillows and blankets. That's why that towel rack is half empty. Anyways, that was Sandy's song, and they would listen to Neil Young. And anyways, how do I always get off track when I'm talking? Anyways, about her things after going into the house, like, I walked in there for about 10 minutes, and then I had to leave. I couldn't do it, so they brought tubs of her clothes over just to look through them, and that woman had, and like, she had a gastric bypass surgery, you know, the skinny surgery. That's what I always called it, because I was very confused in the name when I was younger. But my Uncle Archie that passed away a couple of years before her in 2011, when she was diagnosed with cancer, he was diagnosed in January and he died in February. But before, all in the year 2011, he only made it a couple weeks, but she made it 7 years. And before he was diagnosed with cancer, he always said that surgery is what caused it, Sandy. It was that surgery, and it turns out that in the end it wasn't even the cancer. But yeah. So I forgot what I was even saying. Oh, yeah. So from that surgery she had gotten really, really thin, and she had, like, over the time of having cancer, she gained weight again. And so when she was real thin, like when she was a bit heavier, she had, I always thought it was like 1,000,000 pairs of tights. From when she was thin, I got, like, you know, the big plastic tubs, like, whoosh, get really big plastic tubs full of tights, like tights, footless tights, nylons, everything like that. And I counted them. That woman had 58 pairs of open tights and 17 packages of unopened tights. It was insane. But that was the kind of person she is. And her and my grandma went on a little vacation in Ocean Shores, and she wore white stretchy pants that my grandma hated, and a long white raincoat with a little tail, like, from the lining of the coat, a big long tail that hung off of it that my grandma hated, and a really ugly blue dress. But she wore that walking along the beach with some white sandals, and somebody, I can't remember who went with them, I think it was my Aunt Francine, she took a video of it, and it was the funniest thing ever. But when she was alive, she had to have chemotherapy because, you know, she had cancer. So she would wear this ugly blue dress, really ugly, and she loved this dress. Everybody loved it except me and my grandma. But she wore this ugly blue dress with pink flowers to the doctor every time we had to go for a chemo. I hated that dress. And, like, my grandma Jen, who was her mom, not my grandma Barb, who was her sister, but her mom said, I think that's what we should bury her in, because she was buried by that blue dress. And my grandma Barb, who was her sister, said, no, I hated that dress. No. But it was really funny. But she's buried in the Forest Lawn Cemetery. I can't whistle, I'm sorry. But anyway, so if you ever see Sandy's song, pick it up, wear it, support this amazing family. If I ever see anybody wearing these, I will probably just walk up to you and hug you. Thanks.